And if you're a first time viewer, welcome. Usually we talk about wrestling and predictions and what usually goes on in wrestling, but since it's WrestleMania weekend and we're already seeing everything happen, I'm not going to get into it. We're going to do a paranormal segment and then we're going to do a shoe segment. And actually, this story is actually not about me. It is actually something that happened to my wife when I was not around. So one time my daughter was sick and I had to take her to the doctors, and my wife stayed home by herself. And the animals were in the living room and she decided to take a shower. So she took the dogs into the bathroom with her and started her shower. Well, when she got out of the shower, she heard clanking and cabinets open, and like someone was trying to get a bowl out and have some cereal. But it sounded super loud, like it was angry. And the dogs hurry up and skidded into the corner of the bathtub area, which dogs don't like water. My dogs didn't like water, so they wouldn't go to the corner of the bathtub. That was like taboo. So my wife kind of knew something was wrong. So when she got out, she started drying herself off, and she texted me and said, "Are you home?" And I said, "No, I'm at the doctor's office still." And she got so terrified at that moment that she ended up locking the door to the bathroom and staying in the bathroom with the animals. She would not come out until I came home. And when I came home and came into that front door, all the cabinets were open, but there was no one out there, and she and the dogs were locked into the bathroom. So there's just a little incident of where there is no answer on what that could have been. And obviously, it was something because the cabinets were all open and she heard noises, and my dogs would not freak out like that and go by the water if they didn't have to go by water. They were not fans of water. So that was my story for the week. Like I said, guys, if you have something, share it. I'll tell it on here. So we're gonna move on to the shoe section, and this week is a little special week for me. I actually got some good scores on some shoe releases. I actually the Jordans that I wanted to get, I got, and I also scored the Jurassic Parks. And the coolest part about these are they come with this resin ball that was inside the second shoe. I didn't even look at the second shoe. These are like pretty colorful. If you're not into brightness, I understand, but these are just like super awesome themed shoes. That is something that I was super excited about because they don't come out with themed shoes like that. And then, thanks to advice from one of my friends, I scored these. Very, I didn't understand this. We're going to discuss this again. These were one of those shoe releases that I thought were going to be gone. And I went there in the morning and there was no line, nothing. I understand they had a raffle on them, but there's still usually people in line trying to get them and don't know that there was a raffle. So I had some pretty good scores this week. I'm content. I know that they have announced some new shoes, but I'm doing my research because it's not on sneakers. I've seen them release like a lot, and I've also have an insider that has shown me some shoes. So, you know, I'll release those when I get proven fact of what's coming out. Like, comment, follow, and leave a tooth in the comments. Talk to you later, guys.